Okay, so it's day 19 of the COVID-19 lockdown, and going to the grocery store and seeing all these people with their gloves on and their masks on. They're all making the one common mistake, and that's that they're still touching things with their hands, such as, let's say this is the trolley handle, and then they're touching their phone, which is then touching their face, and this is how easy it's all spreading. So let's say that's the trolley handle. You're going along, you're using the trolley, you've now got a potentially COVID-19 all over your hands because you've been using the trolley and stuff. Then you've pulled up your phone. It's now gotten on the screen of your phone, it's gotten on the case of your phone. You're now putting that on your face. And you're talking, it's now on the side of your face. You're putting it in your pocket, it's now in your pocket. You're then taking the gloves off, picking up your phone again, it's now on your hands. You're scratching your face. You're just spreading it around. You're not actually stopping it, you're just hindering it a little bit. And you're also going and touching all the items on the shelves and stuff, which is also why they're saying don't touch things that you're not planning on buying. And it's just getting crazy because all these people, they think that they're stopping it, or all they're doing is they're just changing how they're really getting a hold of it. So just a small little bit of advice. When you go into the shops and stuff, use your phone before you put your gloves on, and then once you've got your gloves on, treat it as if you're working with raw chicken. Have your grocery list written on a list that once you get out the door, you can throw it away. You don't want to be bringing home all that bacteria and stuff. And once you've left the grocery store, you can take your gloves off and throw them in the bin there, unless you plan on cleaning all of your grocery items once you get home. But even then, people have been driving with the gloves on and, holding the steering wheel and just spreading it even more, because then the next day, then they'll go for a drive, they're touching the steering wheel. It's just looking at how you can slow the virus from spreading, just stopping it from being able to jump from surface to surface. We're in a good place, but we still need to make sure that we are paying attention to all these measures and stuff. There are places like the US that are in a terrible downfall. Their curve is still going up exponentially. We're in a really lucky place. We've had a good amount of time. We've got government subsidies. We're doing really well. So we've just got to try and keep up with this so that we're not spreading it any more than we can, essentially. Now, it's difficult. No one's perfect. I'm definitely not. I'm absolutely useless at this, which is also why I'm sticking to myself and I'm doing as little shopping as possible. Alright, so we're going out on a bit of a ride. I decided not to use the GoPro because it is crazy. I don't even know if this camera's microphone's good enough to hear me. A little swing. Oh! Been a while. He's starting to spit. It's spitting. Oh, I can see it on my camera. Okay, it's time to go. Alright, so it's just started spitting. It's getting stronger as the seconds tick by. We did plan on going for a long ride, but someone's opened up the gate there again. It's been open like that for the past probably week. So we stopped in and just had a quick swing on the swing. I'm gonna put my hat on my camera. Now I'm gonna look real bad. I probably look terrible. Oh gosh, it's raining even harder now. Clear a little water off the lens. Ignore the rest of the camera. Oh no, she'll be right. It costs enough money that it should be fine. Alright, the rain has stopped, so I'm just going for a quick ride to give you this little piece. Well, that last shot was a little bit rough. Alright, so it's day 20. 20 days on lockdown. And I've accomplished next to nothing. It's crazy windy outside again. And from that last video, I've learned that this camera doesn't do too well because it doesn't have auto gain, which the cheap camera does. So day 20, adjusted my microphone settings. Don't know if it sound any better than earlier in the video. That's what happens when you don't have automatic gain control. So yeah, day 20 of the lockdown. A lot of people, not many people really abide by the rules of day 20 of the lockdown. People outside the shops aren't really caring about that 2 meter rule. They're lining up and they're actually huddling in quite close to each other, probably because it's cold, it's windy, it's a little bit rainy. It's not a great place for them to stand. And people just want to get in the shop, get their stuff and leave. So although there aren't groups of people in the shop, all they've done is just moved those groups of people to outside of the shop. But, oh well, that's their choice, I guess. There's nothing I personally can do about it. Nice clear blue sky right there. And then right here on the other side of the trees, it's pouring down. You can see the rain through the trees and you can feel it a little bit. It's just sort of on the edge. We're just sort of on the edge of the blue sky. Also, I had a quick listen back of the audio. I think I'm gonna try out the GoPro next time, see what the audio for that's like out in the wild. In the wild, yeah. Because I'm trying to do very little editing on these vlog videos, so I don't want to be spending half an hour going through and adjusting the gain on the microphone the whole way around. I already use dynamic processing. I don't want to be having to crank things up using dynamic processing and stuff. It just gets silly. So I'll see what the GoPro is like next time, if I remember. Walk's coming to an end. We cut it a little short just because the weather's been a bit crazy. The wind, the rain, you can't predict anything. So we're cutting it short. That's pretty much today's walk. Just around the park. So I'm always looking for a video project to do, and I want to utilize my skills the best I can, but I'm also finding that I'm having a hard time building my skills. So I thought, since I've got time and I've got the opportunity, I'm going to just do a bunch of little things with next to no context. This short few second clip that's on screen now is of about a week or two ago. I drove past the garden place. It's completely empty. So I thought, just as a fun little thing, I'm just going to chuck a bunch of coronaviruses floating around in there. So in the up and coming videos, I'm probably going to do some random stuff every now and then. It's really just, I just want to build as a video creator, because I've got all these skills and all this knowledge on how to do this stuff, but It's like I've read a book on survival. I know how to do these things, and I can kind of do them in, like I can kind of do each of them, but I haven't applied it practically. And so that's what I want to do for the rest of this lockdown. I want to apply this knowledge practically so that I can actually utilize it, learn, and figure out how much of it I really don't know. There's a lot I don't know, but I'm sure there's a lot more I don't know. Okay, I want to try something a little bit silly. So I've got a couple of radios. And I've got this. So I want to put those two things together on this. Alright, so I've gone literally as far as to solder wires to this. And I've just grabbed a little laptop speaker thing. Check, check. Definitely working. Hello, check 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so I've wired it up to the microphone cable. I didn't actually know that. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, so I've got the adapter made. Well, I've got the cable-ish made. So now I just need to test the other end, make sure I don't blow this thing up. Alright, turn that on. Oh, this could work, it might not. Hello? Alright. Alright. It's definitely working. Now I've got to figure out a way to bypass all of this and get straight here. There. Haha! Got it going. Ah! Alright, it's a little sensitive. Alright, so without boring you with some quote-unquote build, I've just got it sitting over here on the hood of my car. I've just zip-tied the radio here. I've got the battery sitting behind it, which will be mounted to the drone when I send it up. Now let's do a quick test. Testing 1 2. Oh, it's not working already. Okay, so I went back inside and I figured out, so it won't work without the handpiece on it, which is huge, bulky and ugly. And I kind of know why. There's a resistor circuit in there that'll probably be something that'll override the... Anyway, it'll work now. Testing. Oh my god! Stop! Oh my god, it wouldn't stop. It was making a hell of a noise. Testing. 1 2. Pull over to the side of the road and put your hands up. It's a little bit muffled. It's actually a crazy bit muffled. There we go. Oh. Ingenious. This is an engineering masterpiece. Dangle. So let's see what happens.
You're gonna step back, I don't want to get hit. Okay?
check. We'll figure that out. Let's just get this thing in the air. Alright. Come on, you got this. Ready. Ah, stuff it. Alright, new project. Netflix and popcorn. So that was an utter fail, but it did burn up a good amount of time, made me think creatively and how I could solve a problem that doesn't exist. Well, that's the end of this video. Like, share, subscribe. Let's see what I end up doing in the next one. Probably nothing as crazy because that was... The drone thing was a bit rushed. It was rushed. It was just an idea. And it's an idea that didn't work. Ignore the mess, we're making pizza.